Oh gosh, it's 5:30. I'm going to call it a day. This is usually when a client walks in and sees my workbench and says, oh my gosh. And then I show them how I've been checking the pinouts on the ignition and light switch and figured that out. So I get that all figured out. And then I show them, actually I don't show them, they look over and see the wires hanging out here and say, oh, that's horrible. And then they walk over here and see the wires hanging out of here. And if this isn't enough to cause you to panic, I don't know what will. I mean, I got a pretty high panic threshold. And if I walked in and saw my bike like this, I'd probably freak out. But fear not. I know where every one of these wires goes and why, and which ones are no longer needed. Because this is no longer a 6-volt system with the emergency start system involved, changing the alternator to tie it into the ignition system. All that stuff is redundant, no longer needed. It's a 12-volt bike. We're going to wire it like a 12-volt bike. Up here, I've got all these wires hanging out. I would say 5 out of 6 of them are no longer needed. And I know which ones are needed, and I'm going to hook them up to the ignition switch according to the diagram that I have over there. In the meantime, back at the ranch, this is a 12-volt horn I put in place of the 6-volt horn, and I think it's going to fit in there just fine. If not, I may have to shave down the horn just a little bit, but it's in there and it's wired. The wires are there all ready to be hooked up. The 6-volt horn is deader than a doornail. Wouldn't do anything on 12 volts. 12 volts may have been overpowering it, but it doesn't matter. That's all we have to work with, and it won't do it. So that came out. I don't think the ammeter is actually wired in. I don't know. Maybe it was. But anyway, these wires going to the ammeter are just a mess, and I'm going to fix them up. So, yay, verily, it looks like it's time to panic, but it's not. I know how to do this. I've done it before. And I'll put this thing back together, and it'll be nice and tight, and the 12-volt system will work, and the ignition will work, and the battery will be charged. Amen, amen, I say unto you. Relax. Everything is well in hand.